again. This is the day after I filmed my 6-week post-op video. I know I didn't really get any good videos of what I currently look like, so this is it. This is the look. I am pretty fluffy compared to what I was pre-op because you can't really eat in a deficit while you're trying to heal, and your activity levels can't be as high as they were before either. So yeah, that's what the girls are looking like. I'm happy with them. They're okay in the cleavage. Maybe get a little bit closer. I don't know. But I'm okay with it. They're a lot closer than what they were the day after surgery. But I just finished my client check-ins, and today is my first back day. My lats are gone. My shoulders deflated a little bit, but not too bad. I mean, I did do a little bit of shoulders yesterday. After I went to the doctor, I did shoulders and glutes yesterday. And then today is my first back day. And I honestly thought that my shoulders were going to be the problem, the biggest muscle that I would lose in this process, but my lats are nowhere to be found. They're inverted, basically. They sunk back into my spine. So it sucks. I mean, I can't lat spread. That's it. That's all I got. That's it. They're gone. So I'm nervous for today to hit lats. I'm not sure how this is going to go. Even though I've never had a great lat spread, I've always had a great back. Well, I shouldn't say always, but since I started really training, and I hate training back, to be honest with you. Back day has always been my least favorite day. But I've always been complimented on my back. I've always had a great back. And so I'm nervous. It is not going to come back, but I'm hopeful. I mean, I know realistically it's going to come back. Okay, muscle memory is a thing. I know that they're just asleep. They're a little dormant right now, and I have to work on just filling them back up. And it's probably just only going to take a couple weeks to get them back to where they were. But some of my feedback was to grow my lats at my last show. And so knowing that they are the muscle that deflated the most in this process, gosh, I feel so far behind now. They are just gone, nowhere. It's like my waist just turns straight into my rib cage and straight into my armpits. There's nothing there. There's no V. It just doesn't taper in. Like SpongeBob at this point. So anyway, I'm going to try to record some of the back day and maybe even compare it to a previous back day. I don't know. Maybe not. Just so that at least if I don't put it on here, at least I can see what's going on with my back and if it's coming back to life or not. Because obviously, you can't see yourself from behind. And that's the hardest part about working back. You just don't see if they're working or not. You have to feel it. So I will record, and at least for my own sake, to make sure that I'm activating and moving correctly, and that both my left and my right side are getting the proper activation that they need. So we'll see how this goes. But anyway, this is the girls, where they are at. Side profiles. So let's talk about weight gain. post breast augmentation. Going into my surgery, I believe the day before my weigh-in, or when I checked in the day before my surgery, I think I was 121 pounds. At my check-in on Monday, I was 126 pounds. So I'm up 5 pounds. My breasts weigh almost 2 pounds together. And so if I were to come out of surgery and just with the breast weight, you know, my weight should have been about 123 with the addition of the breasts. And so I'm up 3 pounds essentially in body fat, inflammation, probably a little bit more than 3 pounds in body fat, to be honest with you, just because I've lost a little bit of muscle mass, and that weighs something too. So I am uncomfortable with my lack of definition right now. I'm uncomfortable with my stomach, the bloating, and I will post some pictures side by side, week by week, so that you can see how bad the bloating was right after surgery. When I woke up the next morning from surgery, I was up 11 pounds from surgery. So a lot of inflammation, a lot of water from the surgery. Anesthesia bloat is a thing. So just knowing what to expect with that. Obviously, I did know that was a thing, that, you know, like that was something to expect. But, you know, if you're getting a surgery done, expect that. And, you know, don't let the scale freak you out. Don't stop eating, because you need those nutrients, especially protein, to recover from surgery. And so I made sure that I hit my 150 grams of protein every single day. I think that there was maybe 1 or 2 days I didn't hit my protein, just because I was sleeping all day or whatever in that whole thing. But I tried really hard to stay in a slight calorie surplus, just to prevent as much muscle wasting as possible. You don't want to be in a deficit when you're in recovery, because you don't want to muscle waste more than you already are going to just by sitting dormant. So I stayed in a very slight calorie surplus, maybe 100 calories per day. Obviously, you can't be perfect on that. Some days your energy expenditure is higher than others, but on average, it was about 100 calories extra a day that I was on the entire 6 weeks of my recovery. And so that makes sense to where my weight is at and what I'm looking like now. My cardio the past week has been 5 days by 25 minutes on the treadmill. In fact, it's been that since my 2-week post-op. So I've been doing cardio on the treadmill, just light cardio, 115 beats to 125 beats per minute heart rate, walking on the treadmill 5 days by 25 minutes since I was 2 weeks post-op, just to keep everything going, keep my heart health up, keep my body moving. You know, leg days, I was doing 2 glute days, 1 quad day, and 1 ham day a week on machines from 2 weeks to 6 weeks post-op. And so that was that was hard to do, because you don't realize how much you use your upper body when you're doing lower body. And so even sitting on the leg extension machine, you know, you're bracing yourself on the side handles, and you're holding that, and you're flexing your chest, and so you're like, oh shit, I can't use that. So you really have to drop the weight down and just pump out reps so that you're not having to brace yourself. And so even, you know, things like that, like the seated hamstring curl, like obviously you can't do a prone hamstring curl. You can't be laying on your stomach when you have a breast augmentation fresh off the press. And so you have to do a seated hamstring curl. And even that, you're bracing yourself on the handle. So you really have to drop the weight down and go for reps when you're in that situation, and you cannot be using your chest to brace yourself, because your chest muscles are so used in almost every movement that you do. And so I couldn't work core during that time. Doctor said no core till 6 weeks. So I couldn't work any core, which is totally understandable. Obviously, you can't do planks, you can't do things like that. And so with that, you know, I had to really, I got really bored with my workouts because there was only so much that you can do. It's not like I can do like RDLs and stuff like that. I was doing bodyweight RDLs and like 10-pound dumbbell RDLs, but gosh, I mean, when you go from pushing so much weight to doing that, it's like, how many reps am I going to have to do? And by that time, my back is exhausted. And so it got really boring and kind of shitty just to be in the gym. Like I had so many days where I was just like, I don't want to be here. I don't even want to lift today. I said lift. Anyway, today's first back day back. I'm nervous about it, but I am really excited about it because I haven't had a back day in so long, and I typically hate back days, and I'm just excited to do something different. And so anyway, I'm going to finish getting ready for the day and take you guys along with me. Got the gym all to myself today and my clients, so that is pretty freaking awesome. It's going to be a good day.
Artlist.io. You can have whatever you like. You can have whatever you like. When the beat goes off, we bang to the. You can have whatever you like. Music licensing reimagined. Like. You can have whatever you like. Whatever you make me lose it. You make me lose. You make me lose it. Artlist.io. You can have whatever you like. You can have whatever you like. When the beat goes off, we bang to the. You can have whatever you like. Music whatever licensing reimagined. Whatever you like.
That was a little weird on my boobs. That did not feel right on my right boob. It like was moving. So, but we're starting like 20 pounds lighter than normal, so hopefully it won't affect anything.
You can have whatever you like. Whatever you make me lose it. You make me lose. You make me lose it.
So those ones feel better, but still weird. I noticed that like I'm getting more movement out of my right breast than my left breast. So obviously I have some more tendencies to use my chest on my right side than my left side, which is really telling because my left side lat activates better than my right side. So I can obviously isolate my left side better than my right side. So that is something I learned about myself today.
Oh, so suddenly you poison the air I breathe. But if you don't hate me, then why would you break me? Feel it in my bones, I'm about to lose control. Only so much I'm taking.
I have to really lower the weight in order to feel it only in my lats. So humbling. So I'm gonna lower the pulley a little bit by 2 holes and do it unilaterally so that I can focus on isolation a little bit better and see if that helps. feels a lot better. Doing it unilaterally, had to lower the weight again. Still on my right side, more activation in my chest, but much less than doing it bilaterally. So I'm gonna continue to do about 4 more sets unilaterally, lower the weight as needed. As soon as I start recruiting my chest, I need to lower the weight and activate my lats more.
Lose control, so much I'm taking. So get yourself to safety. 'Cause baby, a storm is coming. You better heed the warning, pray. Don't stay, run away, 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 away. Feel how the rain is pouring. I'll hit you like a hurricane. Don't stay, run away, 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 away. Feel how the rain is pouring. I'll hit you like a hurricane. Don't stay.
So I tried both the Pro Lat Bar and the neutral grip, and the neutral grip feels much better. So I'm going to continue to use the medium neutral grip, and these feel really good. So I'm going to hit a lot of sets.
Away, away, away.
Okay, so my first back and rear delt day after surgery, 6 weeks post-op, is done. I had to really lower the weights from what I'm used to, not because my strength isn't there, just because my breasts would activate, my chest would activate, and I don't want any like animation deformity. So anyways, I really had, like, some things I'd normally pull at like 60 pounds, I had to reduce down to like 20 pounds. And so I had to reduce my range of motion. At the very top of my motion, like the stretch, is when I would realize that I would get the activation. So I really had to reduce my range of motion. And so it's a little bit of a learning curve. I hope that I will be able to, over time, increase my range of motion again and stop activating my chest. But it was nice to get that lat workout. I'm going to practice some posing now and do my cardio.
Say it hurts to live this way. I don't
Artlist.io.
and I like to feel the shame of it.
Music licensing reimagined.
Say it hurts to live this way. I don't mind the pain, and I like to feel the shame of it. Why won't you leave? I got nothing more to give.
Artlist.io.